Тарзан, я сказал, ко мне! Тарзан, ко мне! Что это? Тихо, тихо, Тарзан. Тарзан, тихо, Тарзан.
Hello everyone, New Medium here. Today we have a levitating Russian girl in the forest. This video was uploaded in 2011 and has 3.6 million views. It's a short video and there isn't much to say about it. Apparently this was filmed at a random place in the forest where this person caught the levitating girl. Like most videos, that's all the context that's given. So let's dive into it. So, if you know much about these kinds of videos, it should be pretty obvious how it was done. We can get to the actual floating girl part in a second, but just from watching the video you can tell where there might be a camera cut, the part where he looks away for no reason. The video is really blurry. This is because of video compression, and probably solely. There are a few camera bugs and other things, like her arm showing up in a place ahead of time. I mentioned the camera quality because it's hard to figure out where the cuts would be if there was one. Every 5 frames, movement happens, and in between we get redefinition and repeated frames. That's pretty bad and makes it easy to hide cuts. The solution is to find inconsistencies. Here, for example, we can find a faster shift in movement opposed to the usual 5 frames of interpolation. It's normal. Interpolation. It's normal that it's not always consistent, but something else to consider is also the movement that happens here with the grass on the ground. It has a streak. The issue is that the camera had just moved down, so video compression shouldn't be immediately recording upward movement, unless the person recording stops filming and restarts the recording. There's a lot of evidence that points to a video cut. It might not be concrete, but we assume there would be one here, and there just might be based on these findings. After this, the girls run away, and that's the end of the video. Even though we covered what could be a cut, it's not really definitive, so let's look at how the girl is levitating. Like I said earlier, the video is very poor, and the girl is far away. If there were strings or poles, they would be very hard to see. There have been speculations that she was being hung from a tree. Some people even pointed out there's a hole in the back of her coat. But I think people should explore the possibilities of the girl's clothes being suspended. Or a puppet. The other thing is there is also a giant tree here, and there are plenty of other trees around too. There is something else to point to this video being edited, and even more proof that the frame rate had been altered. For one, in this video, the 5 frames where nothing should be moving. We get this single piece of the video being warped in every frame in between for no reason, proving even more that this was tampered with. But also, in the slow motion zoomed in replay at the end of the video, we have an issue where the camera quickly pans away to a tree in the top right, then goes back and forth. On one pan, cubes appear. I replayed the slow motion portion of the video at 30% speed and found that between 2 of the same frames was this image. 3 cubes in the air, possibly edits, but definitely an editing mistake. At this point in time in editing the video, I realized that I made a very terrible mistake. I didn't timestamp when this happened, so I can't show you anything except for the screenshot because this is so hard to find. In the amazing blurry video, we get one picture with actual definition. Finally, we can see what this girl is hanging on. I watched a couple videos on what people thought was happening here. Sadly, people failed to notice these two lines the person or doll or clothes were hanging on. Like I had initially thought, I suspected that clothes were being suspended by a branch. But I was wrong, because it was several branches. This video was short. It's hard to find ghost videos, so send me some on Discord, the link is in the description. Thank you for watching New Mediums, Real or Fake. Ghosts!